Thanks for joining us through the first year of Hagerty's Daily Driver. We covered a lot of topics: classic cars, new cars, broken cars. So to wrap up the year, we take a look back at the most interesting auctions of 2020. The Plymouth Prowler represents the apotheosis of the late 90s, early 2000s retro craze with its gorgeous chip-foose body and open front wheels. Of course, there's a problem with the car. You could only get it with a Dodge Intrepid's 3.5-liter V6 and a 4-speed auto. Not very hot rod. Well, Legendary Motorcar fixed that, and they dropped a LS7 V8 and a 5-speed from a G50 Porsche 911, just as God intended. And it just sold on Bring a Trailer for $73,500.
You paid what?
Yeah.
No, it's not an NSX. It's actually a Honda Civic. Specifically, it's an '84 Civic hatch in the style of a Renault R5 Turbo. It's currently for sale on Bring a Trailer with a couple of days to go, and trust me, don't wait for the ghost. Buy this one now, save some money, and be happy forever.
It's not just any fire truck, obviously. This former service vehicle fought forest fires in the Alps. Yes, those Alps.
I love those Alps.
Car collectors have been watching the value of old trucks rise for a few years now, but this 588-mile square-body Chevy seemed to move the bar up a little more when it sold for $88 grand earlier this week. It's a simple single-cab, bench-seat, manual transmission work truck. 88 grand is expensive, but not in a world where people pay six figures for BMW E30 M3s from the 1980s.
The squarest truck in the land, still wearing its original color, which I'll call exciting beige. Now it has 11,000 miles on it, so the 305 V8 should be plenty healthy. The truck was originally bought for a shade over $12,000, which is about 30 grand in today's money. Now, how much do you think it sold for on Bring a Trailer? Any guesses? $75,000.
You paid what?
Now you're 32 years old and you see it. A low-mile R32 on Bring a Trailer. What do? You pay $65,000 for it.
You paid what?
Yeah, and you're not even having a stroke. That is honestly what happened. And yes, this one has fewer than 2,000 miles, but it's a Golf. And I hope it makes the buyer very happy, because it's going to make all of those folks out there who just sold their R32s for way less than that very sad.
This 1998 Subaru Impreza 22B STI just sold for over $172,000. Now, Hagerty wrote about this car last month and estimated it would sell for over $100,000, but we didn't expect it to be this much over. Guys, I know that everything today comes with all-wheel drive and a turbo, and before you start yelling at me, this was in 1998, and you know that this was a serious machine, and there's only 399 of them, so you know what I'm talking about. Couple that with rising prices of Japanese collector cars, and I don't think you'll see a cheap 22B anytime soon. By all accounts, this is the 1970 Impala Convertible to get. It has the 454 V8 it left the factory with and had a frame-off restoration just 2 years ago, despite showing a relatively low 41,000 miles on the clock. Of the over 600,000 Impalas made in 1970, only about 9,500 were convertibles. So it is rare. But when you think Impala, don't you think about cruising in your 6'4"? I know I do. Well, Eazy-E, it just sold for over $65K.
What? What?
How about a rare 2019 McLaren Senna XP? It went for about $1.4 million when new.
You paid what?
Yes, and it's owned by Post Malone.
I know that dude.
Posty Maloney, and I'm sure that the Grammy winner can afford it. But how rare is this thing? Well, the XP stands for Experimental Prototype, which is exactly what this vehicle is. An original development car refashioned to customer specs. While it's mechanically identical to a regular production car, only 3 XP models were made, each one specific to one of Ayrton Senna's F1 achievements. Malone's car is the Master of Monaco edition, which celebrates Senna's record-holding 6 wins at the famed racing circuit. Rumors say Malone is hoping for $1.7 million. And with only 147 miles on it, we wouldn't be surprised if he got more.